Happy Saviours Day! And for those who may not know what Saviours Day is, I'm probably going to have to do a whole video by itself. But Saviours Day, the convention, is a 3-day or 2-day festivity in which members of the Nation of Islam come together to meet and greet, learn together, have fun, and just congregate and just be happy. And it's honestly one of the most spiritually rejuvenating events to happen throughout the year, and members of the Nation of Islam really look forward to it. But again, I'm going to do a separate video on explaining what Saviours Day is. Now, the convention, we haven't had one since 2020, an in-person, full-blown convention. So I thought this year it'd be really nice to create a very informal video sharing with people how they can get here, how they can get to the McCormick Place, which is the place in which the conventions are going to be taking place, hotels, all the details, all the information that I possibly could share at this very moment in time, so that, you know, you guys can have a smooth trip, so that everyone can have their fun and they can get here and they know how to get here and they know what to pay and they know what to expect and all of that stuff. So this is probably going to be like 2 parts, 3 parts, I don't know. But this first part is going to focus on transportation and getting to Chicago and getting to the McCormick Place / Wintrust Arena. So, first things first, the Saviours Day Convention for 2023 will be, well, let me put this here. The 2023 Saviours Day Convention will be taking place at the Chicago McCormick Place, and the Sunday address given by the Honorable Ms. Louis Farrakhan will take place at the Wintrust Arena. Now, Chicago, if you are coming to Chicago from O'Hare, the distance is approximately 27 minutes away. Now I looked this up around like 9 o'clock this morning, so that is subject to change, but it will take you approximately 30 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on the time of the day that you get in, to get to the McCormick Place from the O'Hare Airport. And if you are coming in from the Midway Airport, it is only going to take you about 16 minutes to get to the McCormick Place, which is kind of crazy. I don't really believe that. But again, it depends on the time of the day that you get in, when you are traveling. But it's not going to take any longer than hopefully 30 minutes from the Midway Airport to get to the McCormick Place. So if that's where you're coming in, I just wanted to let you all know that. Also, if you're coming in from a cold state, please bring a coat, especially if you're somewhere from like Miami or Los Angeles or one of the islands and you're used to warm weather. There is nothing like Chicago cold, because Chicago cold is different because we're literally right next to the lake. So it's not just cold, it's windy. So that just makes it extremely cold. So bring a coat, not just a jacket. If all you have is a jacket, just bring a jacket. But please bring a coat. You're going to be cold and nobody wants to be cold. So a little more information about the O'Hare Airport if you are arriving to the O'Hare Airport. Now, the O'Hare Airport is one of the largest airports in America. It is huge. I personally love O'Hare. I don't care what anybody says. That's my favorite airport that I've been to so far. But if you are arriving and you need to get a rental car, in order to get a rental car, since the airport is so big, you know, there's different areas where you can go to get different things. There is something called the multi-module facility, otherwise abbreviated as MMF, which is probably what you'll see in the airport. And in order to get there, you need to take the ATS, which is the airport transit system, which is like a little train that'll take you to different places. I'm pretty sure there's going to be signs and whatnot throughout the airport, but if you need to go get or purchase a rental car, that is exactly where you will go. Now, if you are taking an Uber or a Lyft to the McCormick Place or the Wintrust Arena, that area, this is all according to my research at like 9 o'clock this morning. For one car, that'll fit like approximately 4 people. The cost is going to be about $30 to $50. And again, from the O'Hare Airport to the McCormick Place, it's only going to be about 27 minutes. But again, that depends on the time of day. I'd give it a rough maybe 45 minutes to get there, especially if it's traffic time, which is between like 3 and like 6 p.m., sometimes 7 o'clock. Just to keep that in mind. If you plan on getting like an Uber or Lyft. And of course, these prices are subject to change, but this was just what I was able to come up with when I did my research this morning. And also, if you are trying to get here on a budget, you don't really care, you're by yourself, you want to take the scenic route, you can actually take the train from the O'Hare Airport right to the McCormick. That's pretty cool. That's one of the beauties of living in a big city that accommodates for the people. There's train systems. But in order to get to the train system, if you were trying to get on the train from the airport at O'Hare, all you have to do is go to the lower parking garage. There are a bunch of signs everywhere that'll show you where you can go to get to the train. You can get a day pass for the train, which is only $5, meaning you can purchase the day pass. And you can just use your phone too. If you have the Apple Wallet, you can just scan your phone and you don't even need like a little card. I think you need like a card in places like New York to get on a train. But you don't need that in Chicago, which is pretty cool. But the day pass is like $5. You can ride the train all day. And in order to get to the McCormick Place, you have to take something called the Blue Line to downtown. And then there's like this area where you can get off the train and get on another train. I'm not really familiar with all of that, but I probably will show the picture so you guys can see. But once you're in the downtown area, you'll get on the Green Line, and that Green Line will take you right to the McCormick Place, which is so convenient. Again, if you are by yourself, if you're a small party and you just want to, sightsee Chicago before you get to the airport or before you get to the hotel, I highly recommend you take the train. But you also want to be safe. Chicago's a big city. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of danger. But if you feel safe with doing that, if you're comfortable with taking the train, that is an option, and it's relatively cheap. Now, if you are coming in from the Midway Airport, that is supposedly the quiet, more calm airport of the Chicago area. I'm still new to Chicago, and I've only flown out of Midway once, but I like it, but I prefer O'Hare. I just love the people and all the food, and I just love the airports, and I really just like O'Hare. But anyways, if you're coming into the Midway Airport, and you need to get a rental car. In order to get a rental car, pickup is located at the LL door, lower level door number 2. And I believe it's at a remote place. So it's not connected to the airport. And they actually have shuttle buses that come every 15 minutes to take you from the airport to the rental car area or the facility. And those shuttles run for 24/7. So you don't have to worry about missing them. So yeah, if you're getting a rental car from Midway, that's exactly where you go. If you need an Uber or a Lyft from Midway, it's going to cost you approximately $20 to $30 for 4 people. Again, it's going to cost more if you get a larger vehicle or if you get a more premium. I think it's like Lyft Black or something. If you get a more premium vehicle, it's going to cost more, of course. But again, it's only going to take you like 16 to 20 minutes to get to the McCormick Place from the Midway Airport, which is beautiful. But again, it depends on the time of the day that you travel. So always keep that in mind. If it's traffic time, post-work time, people are going to be out. So traffic is going to be something to consider. Now, you also can take the train from the Midway Airport right to the McCormick Place if you would like to. All you have to do is follow the CTA signs in the airport, which, you're going to see it's going to be a train. And again, a day pass is only $5, so you can ride all the trains all day. Not all the trains, but the CTA trains for the day for $5. And then you can take what is called the Orange Line to downtown. And then from downtown, you can get on the Green Line. And again, that Green Line will take you right to the McCormick, and you're right there. Especially if you have a hotel that is over there. So it's very convenient. It's very simple. And that's why, I really love Chicago, y'all. I rock with this city. I'm falling in love with this. I'm not a native, even though I think I am a native. I was born here in spirit. But, Chicago is just iconic. But yeah, if you want to take the train from Midway, I believe the estimated time for a train to get from the Midway to downtown was about like 25 minutes, which isn't bad. Again, if you have a bunch of time and you just want to take the train. So yeah, that's an option. Look into that if you would like. So as far as parking, when it comes to McCormick Place or the Wintrust Arena, if you are just coming in from a state, you're not flying, you're driving, and you just want to park your car because you have a hotel that is near the McCormick Place, or you have a hotel at at the host hotel, at the Hyatt and whatnot. This is the prices for parking so far from what I've seen for this morning. So at the McCormick Place, which is where the convention is going to be held, there are 3 parking lots: Lot A, Lot B, and Lot C. Now for what we are going to be doing, where we are going to be located for the convention, Lot A is our best bet, and that is I'm probably going to show a picture so you guys can see exactly where Lot A is. And then I'm going to show you where the McCormick Place and the Wintrust Arena is, because everything's like right there. But Lot A is only $25 for up to 6 hours and $38 if you would like 16 through 24-hour parking. And you cannot go in and out, which sucks. So like once you park your car, you can't leave, or you're just going to have to pay again. And the parking is underground, which is nice. You don't have to be out in the cold walking with your children if that's something you want to do. And this is also the same parking for the Wintrust Arena. So if you are coming just for the Sunday lecture to the Wintrust Arena, you're going to want to park in the McCormick Place Lot A parking lot, because it's right across the street from the Wintrust Arena. So like everything's like right there. That's why I love the McCormick Place. Next up, we have the Hyatt Regency. So if you are staying there, I don't remember if that's a host hotel. Yeah, that's the host hotel. So if you're staying at the host hotel, they have self parking, which you, I believe, can go in and out. Like you can leave and come back and not be a problem. But prices for that range between $21 and $38, depending on how long you stay there. It was just a lot of numbers. So if you need clearance on, the exact amount that you will be paying for parking your car there, you can go to the website, or just put the graphic up here so you can see it. But a half hour to 24 hours is anywhere between $21 and $38. And if you would like to park your car overnight, it's $38, my apologies. And then if you are staying at the Marriott, which is right around the corner from the Hyatt, which is again right there in that vicinity, valet is $54 a day. That's all I saw for parking. I don't know if they have self parking. I just know that all that was on the website was the valet, which was $54 a day. So if that's what you want to do, then that's what you are able to do. It's very possible. Now, host hotels. Something that I wanted to bring up. There's host hotels. But the host is the Hyatt Regency McCormick Place, which is literally right there on the grounds. So if you are staying at that hotel, which unfortunately is sold out. It sold out like a few hours after it was even released. So I'm so sorry. But the host hotel is literally smack dead in the middle of both the McCormick Place and the Wintrust Arena. So you really, except for I believe going into the Wintrust Arena, you don't even have to go outside. So if you're at the Hyatt, you don't need a car unless you plan on driving around. You really don't need anything. You just need yourself, because everything is like right there. And all of these hotels, all of the McCormick Places, depending on where we are in the McCormick Place, I don't have clearance on that, so I'm going to do a separate video on that. But like everything is right there if you are at the Hyatt, and also the Marriott too. So everything is connected. There's a bunch of hallways. It's just going to be a lot of people, but you don't have to go outside. So that's one of the beautiful parts about staying at the host hotel. But there are other hotels. I don't know if they still have openings. If you have not got a hotel for Saviours Day yet, I would definitely browse through the page that has hotels, just to check and see. But then again, I'm not 100% sure if everything is sold out. But it really helps to be at the host hotel. So if you are at the host hotel, be grateful, be happy, because you really don't have to do anything but walk around and exist and enjoy yourself. You don't have to worry about parking. So yeah. The last thing that I want to bring up for this part of the video, again, I told you guys I'm going to have to do another part because the McCormick Place is just huge. And it's very confusing if you don't know, if you're not familiar with the place. Luckily for me, I've been maybe once or twice, so I am kind of familiar with it, but there's still so much that I don't know. But I want to help you also. I'm going to create a video just about that and the Wintrust Arena alone. But anyways, food. If this is your first Saviours Day and you are just so excited and you're not thinking about food, you're thinking about being amongst the believers, holding posts, it's a drill competition, listening to the minister. I don't know. You're not thinking about food, but you need to think about food. And honestly, I grew up going to, Saviours Day conventions, but there's nothing like going to a Saviours Day convention and working. Like, that's a completely different experience, which I've only ever done for 3 years since I've been in the nation, because we've been in a pandemic for the last, since 2020. But if there's one thing that I've learned, is that you are going to need food, especially if you're working, and you're not always going to be able to get food from external places like restaurants or fast food places. And you're also not going to be able to get that food, because by the time you could be done with a post at 10 o'clock at night, they're going to be closed. So please stock up on snacks, sandwiches. If you are, driving in, pack some soup, fruit, stuff that will keep you going, that you can eat at a not necessarily decent time, but still have some nutrition in your body. So I recommend snacks, fruit, if you are able to, soups, which is the beautiful thing about the host hotels, is that you are not more than 15 minutes away from any grocery store. So for example, Trader Joe's is only 9 minutes away. Target is only 10 minutes away if you need to go to Target. Walmart, 9 minutes away. Whole Foods, 8 minutes away. So if you need to get groceries, which I recommend everyone get, and get water, please get water. Please get water. Don't pay like $9 for water at the hotel. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Get water, bring all of that with you to your hotel room, because I guarantee you, especially if you're working, you're going to need that food, and you're going to be so grateful that you got all of that stuff before everything got crazy. But you are able to get room service if you are at the host hotels. If I'm not mistaken, there's like a restaurant at the bottom of both of them. As far as the Hyatt, I'm not 100% sure, I'll get clarity. But there is an in-hotel service or just store at the Hyatt Regency. And they do have Starbucks products for those who want to know, but it's not like a real Starbucks. They got like the flavorings, like they don't have the cute stuff, like the frappuccinos and the teas, the little pretty stuff that y'all like, the pink drinks. They don't have that, but there is a Starbucks, I believe, in the McCormick Place. I'll get into that once I get into the other video. But please bring your own food and snacks. You save yourself money, and you're saving yourself time and mental stresses. But if you want food, you're in an area, you have time, and you want to get food, of course, the Salam is going to be open, and that's actually only a 13-minute drive away from the McCormick Place. So if you were wondering about that, although we do have transportation options for those who want to, it's only like 13 minutes away if you want to drive from the McCormick Place. The foodie spot, as well as the How to Eat to Live Cafe, is also only 13 minutes away from the McCormick Place. And along with the foodie spots, of course, we have Mosque Mariam. If you would like to view Mosque Mariam, it's directly across the street from the foodie spot. If you want to know what a foodie spot is, that's a nice way to find it. It's like landmark. It's across the street from the mosque. But all of that stuff, that's literally only 13 minutes away. If you are in the Hyde Park area, there's something called Kebabit that is located at a college in the Hyde Park. I'm not quite sure what exactly the name is of the college, but they have really good food, black owned. It's really, 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 really good. If you are in the area, I highly recommend you stop at there. Raging Cajun, can't believe it's not meat. Of course, Jean Michel's ice cream, if you want to get ice cream on like a Monday or just whenever. Now, close to the McCormick Place, Chinatown is literally only 5 minutes away from the McCormick Place area. So like if you wanted to go over there to explore, get some food, you definitely can, because it's only 5 minute drive away. I don't know how long of a walk, but it's only 5 minutes of a drive. So there's food options there. I don't know too much about that place yet because I've only been a few times, but if you want food, there's food there. There's a Harold's Chicken that's around the corner from the McCormick Place. Pizza places. There are different places, but the issue always comes when let's say you have like really late post and you get off a post and you're hungry and it's 10 o'clock at night, but everything is closed. So that's why I recommend that you get all these snacks, sandwiches, fruits, because that's going to be able to hold you over. And please don't fast. Do not fast during this Saviours Day Convention if you are working. And even if you're not working, you're going to be doing a lot of walking. You're going to be doing a lot of interacting with people and moving. So please don't fast. Eat. Just eat. And so, that's pretty much all I have for now. I told you guys I'm going to have to do like 2 parts for this because there's so much to the McCormick Place and there's so much to the Wintrust Arena. And also, if you're coming to Holiday Post for the first time, there are a few things that I would like to share with you, like tips and pointers that I wish I knew, when I was doing this like 6 years ago. But that's why I'm here. I'm the big sister to help you better, navigate Saviours Day. And I just want to ease your anxieties because I know that I had a lot of anxieties and I was just very anxious about my first Saviours Day because I was just so much that I didn't know. So I'm just striving to fill that gap for those who may be a little scared, hesitant, and they just want answers. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions, I will try my best to answer them. If anything that I said was incorrect, please feel free to correct me in the comment section below. And if you do have questions, put them in the comment section below. I'll answer them in the next video. And yeah, we're looking forward to having you. I am so excited for Saviours Day. I hope you all are excited for Saviours Day as well. We're going to have a blast, and we are going to enjoy each other's company. And we are not going to be anxious about this, because I am here to answer as many questions as you possibly can have, so that you can have a fun time and enjoy yourself amongst the believers. Yay! So yeah, that is all. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel. It helps me understand that I need to start doing content like this more, because I'll be forgetting. So yeah, thank you guys again for watching. Catch you guys in the next video. Please share this with someone who may need it also. But yeah, that is all. Peace. Also, if you would like this shirt, the link is in my bio. I made it myself, and it's long and it covers everything. That's all.